Hi everyone, my name is Ritesh Raj Singh. I would be demonstrating the concept of virtual devices in the current video, and this virtual device concept, also known as loopback device, I will be demonstrating with respect to ASM. ASM is automatic storage management within Oracle software. Now I will be demonstrating this on a practical machine on a machine where we have already installed 11g release 2 with ASM as well as with your database. Now have a look over here. I have a database already deployed with ORCL and an ASM instance. I would be demonstrating on how to create a particular disk group out of a particular device. Now, if you already know about ASM, ASM consists of ASM disk groups. Those disk groups are internally attached to a ASM disk, and those disks are pointing to the devices. Those devices could be a raw device, they could be an Oracle ASM which is being linked by an ASM lib. So in our case we'll be using ASM lib. I will be doing a practical to demonstrate you on how to create a loopback device, so that tomorrow if you plan to create a ASM setup, you could use the same set of instruction and you can create your own disk group out of a logical device. Now this is not advisable to be implemented on production. You should only use it for your own testing, because our agenda or our plan is that in next few articles we will be implementing ADVM, that is 11g release 2 new feature called as ASM Dynamic Volume Management. I would also be implementing ACFS, which is a new file system that Oracle has introduced. I would also demonstrate ACFS snapshot and then some redundancy concepts within ASM. So let's begin it up with the loopback device concept. At the current setup, I am logged in through root, and I would create a directory where I will be creating some files which will further be linked to a loopback device. Now you could start with creating a directory. I have created vDevice as a directory. Now inside this I need to create some files with a predefined size, so that when a particular device is created on a logical manner, they should have the capacity to store data, and those data will physically be stored into these files. Now the first file that I am creating will be, let's say, my input over here would be from dev0. If you don't know DD command, this command would, those who haven't worked with raw devices, this command is used to copy block by block from one device to another device. Another device could also be a file, you could use it, but it's more over a block copy. You often use it for raw devices. In our case, we'll be using a dev0 and an output file of vDevice. Now the first one I'll be using is file 1, let's say, with a block size of 1024K and count is of 1024 again. That means I'm creating a file of 1 GB, because with a block size of 1024K and a count of 1024 will take it to 1 GB in size. Once I'll run this command, it will create a file at the operating system level with 1 GB of fixed size. We just need to wait for some time to get this file created. Now you could see I have a fixed size 1 GB file created with file 1. Now the same thing I would do to create two more files. This is file 2, and I'm creating two more just because I need 3 loopback devices to be configured in my disk groups. This is the second one, and then we'll have a third one to be created out of it. Now once these 3 files are created, the next thing I would do is I would demonstrate you how to use the command LOSetup. LOSetup is the command to create loopback devices, or also known as virtual devices. Just need to wait for this command to end. Now this is done. Now when you say ls-ltrh, it will show you 11GB3 files created. Now since I have the files created, I could run the command losetup-a. This command will list down all the current available loopback devices which is already being attached to a file. Now here you could see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till 13 there are loopback devices which are already created. Now in order to create my own, the command that I need to use is losetup. Here I need to specify the loopback device. Since till 13 it's already being done, I would start it from 14. This is my loopback device loop 14, which I'll be attaching to the file which I have created in vdevice directory with file 1. Here it is. I'll be using another one with another loopback device, file 2, and then I'll use another one with file 3, which means the steps are I have created a file at the operating system level, and then I have created a loopback device which is attached to that particular file. So now if you run losetup-a, it will list you down with the new loopback devices as well. So now we have a available device into /dev in which we could write 1 GB of data to each device. That means 3 GB of data we could write to these devices. Now the next thing that we need to do is we can go ahead and use, let's say if we use fdisk-l2 loop 14. Now this says that loop 14 information is so and so, and still it doesn't contain any valid partition, so it has nothing as of the moment. Now we need to create an Oracle ASM disk. To do that, I would demonstrate you with Oracle ASM commands. When I say Oracle ASM list disks, this command will only be applicable if you are using ASM lib. This is listing me out with all the ASM disks which is currently configured. Now in case if I want to find out what is the device a particular disk is pointing to, I could say Oracle ASM query disk -p and the disk name. This will tell me that this disk is a valid ASM disk and it is pointing to loop 9. Alternatively, I could also say that Oracle ASM query disk, and I could say just the device name, and it tells that dev loop 9 is marked as ASM disk with the label ASM disk 9. So tomorrow if you have ASM corrupted, or if you have a device, the reconfiguration comes up, you can just detect by finding out each and every devices whether it is part of ASM or not, because at each and every device at the header the information about the disk it is configured with is also written. When I say loop 13, it is marked to ASM 13. When I say loop 14, it is not an ASM disk. So now from here onwards we need to configure it for 14, 15 and 16 to make it part of ASM. To do that, the command we need to use is Oracle ASM create disk. Now this is the command. In case if you don't know the entire command, you can just click enter and it will guide you through with the options available. You can specify the options over here. With -v you can give the label name. In our case it is, let's say, vdisk1. vdisk1 is our device, and then we could give it the name of loop 14, which we created as the first one. This is our disk 1, and then loop 15 let's attach to vdisk2, and loop 16 will be attaching to disk 3. Now you could see vdisk1, vdisk2 and vdisk3. We have 3 ASM disks created till the moment. Now these 3 disks will allow you to configure the same by creating a disk group at the ASM level for creating the disk group. Now from here onwards, if you want to query them, you can query it like this: Oracle ASM query disk -p vdisk3, it will tell you that it's a valid ASM disk pointing to loop 16. So that is all about loopback devices. It's a long video of 10 minutes. In the next video, I would be demonstrating how to use these loopback devices in creating a disk group at ASM level. Thanks a lot for listening this and viewing this video. Let's meet up on the next video and see how these devices could be used for creating an ASM disk group.